For years, I believed I didn't have enough time. I woke up every morning feeling chased. I kept thinking that if my day had just a few extra hours, I would finally finish everything. I would complete the projects I abandoned. I would change my life. And I believed this for a very long time. But one day, I discovered a truth so uncomfortable that I wanted to bury it. I didn't lack time. I was just using my time terribly. And the moment I realized this, everything shifted. I know it sounds simple, but that simplicity was exactly what I refused to face for years. That day, I complained to a friend that I was too busy, that I had no time for anything. That I felt like I was slowly sinking, like I was carrying a backpack filled with responsibilities I couldn't handle. My friend looked at me and asked, "How long were you on your phone yesterday?" I laughed. "Probably an hour. Nothing crazy." He opened his screen time app and told me to check mine. I opened it. 5 hours? I had spent 5 hours on my phone the day before. 5 hours scrolling, watching random videos, reading things I forgot instantly, playing games I didn't even enjoy. I stared at the number and felt like I had been caught stealing. But worse, I was stealing from myself. And that's when everything clicked. I didn't have a time problem. I had a priority problem. I was confusing being busy with being productive. I was confusing time spent with time used. And that's the trap most of us fall into. Here's the truth nobody wants to hear. You and I have the same 24 hours as every successful person in the world. They don't get bonus time. They don't have a secret 25th hour. They just use their hours differently. And the difference isn't discipline or motivation. It's how they think about time. Most people treat time as something that happens to them. We say, "I don't have time," as if time is like the weather, completely outside our control. But that belief is wrong, and that belief is what keeps you stuck. Here's the real truth. Time isn't something you have. Time is something you make. You don't find time. You take it by choosing what not to do. So I decided to run an experiment. For 1 week, I tracked everything I did, every activity, eating, working, scrolling, talking, resting, even lying on my bed staring at the ceiling wondering why my life felt messy. At the end of the week, I looked at the list and sighed. I had spent hours on things that brought me zero value, things I forgot the moment they ended. Every morning, I lay in bed, scrolling for more than an hour, doing nothing, just scrolling. 1 hour a day is 7 hours a week, almost a full workday, gone. I watched shows I didn't like. I had conversations that went nowhere. I did things that felt like work but were really just polished procrastination, checking email 5 times, reorganizing a desk that was already organized, planning instead of starting. So I made a decision. I would treat my time the way I treat my money. Because if someone asked to borrow money from you, you would think about it. You would ask what it's for. You would decide if it's worth it. But with time, we give it away like it's limitless. A boring show? Here, take 2 hours. A social media app designed to addict you? Take my whole evening. A random call with no purpose? Take half an hour. I guess I have nothing better to do. So I started asking myself one simple question. If this cost money, would I pay for it? Is this worth the price? Would I pay money to scroll for an hour? Would I pay money to watch a show I don't enjoy? Would I pay money for a pointless conversation? The answer was always no. So why was I paying with time? When time is far more valuable than money, money lost can be earned again. Time lost is gone forever. Then I asked an even harder question, a question that changed everything. Is this worth my life? Because that's what time is, your life. When you spend an hour on something, you're spending a piece of your life you will never get back. And once I asked that question, everything became clear, painfully clear. Most of the things I did daily were not worth my life. I did them because they were easy, or because they helped me avoid harder things. But once the question was asked, I couldn't hide from it. I had to choose. So I made a system. I wrote down the things that truly mattered to me, my real goals, the projects I would regret not doing, the skills I wanted to learn, the people I wanted to give time to. Then I looked at my weekly schedule and asked, where are these things? The answer was embarrassing. They weren't anywhere. They were supposed to happen when I have time, and that means never. Because you never just have time, you have to take it. So I flipped the script. I scheduled the important things first. I treated them like appointments I couldn't cancel. Everything else had to fit around them. Or it didn't happen. After 1 month, everything changed. I finished a project I had delayed for months. I worked out consistently. I finally started learning the skill I always said I'd learn someday. And the surprising part was this: I had more free time than before. Not because I worked faster, but because I stopped wasting time on cheap distractions. I cut down social media. I stopped watching shows I didn't enjoy. I said no to things that didn't matter. And suddenly, time appeared. Not because I gained hours, but because I stopped giving my hours to things that didn't deserve them. So here's your challenge. For 1 week, track your time. Honestly, write down how you actually spend your hours. Then ask yourself, is this how I want to spend my life? Because you are spending your life hour by hour, choice by choice. And once you truly see where your time goes, you can't unsee it. You start choosing differently. You start protecting your time. You start creating the life you want. Instead of letting life happen to you, you don't need more time. You already have enough. You just need to stop giving it away to things that don't matter. Your time is your life. Spend it like it matters. Because it does.